Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel, but today I have a super fun color by number flip through video. Today I have two of the mystery color by number books. I have the Care Bears and the Princesses Volume 2, which I got this in the mail a couple days ago. I wasn't expecting this for like another few days, but I am really excited that I have here to show both of them here to show you guys. So I'm gonna start out with the Care Bears book and then move into Princesses. As per usual, if you are not interested in seeing spoilers of these books, then I recommend clicking off now because that is exactly what I'll be doing. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with Care Bears, which actually only has 50 images, and then we'll move into Princesses Volume 2, which has 100. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this flip through video and let's get right on into it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started with the Care Bears book. So like I said, this is only 50 images, and if you want to see what a blank page looks like, this is kind of how this is going to look in this book. So this is the side of the page that has the actual coloring part, the color by number. You have a color code here at the bottom. You just want to color match and then color by number. What's very interesting about some of these newer books that only have 50 images is that on the side here you'll get an actual almost like swatch sheet in a way, where you can go ahead and test out some colors in these boxes and then write down whatever you're using. What I will typically do is color match down here and then add a like a post-it note kind of thing, or even like what do you call it, like an index card, and write down every single color I'm using. But it is nice that in these books you can write down the colors you're using over here on the left side of the page if you're interested. So let's go ahead and take a flip onto the back here. Here we go. Our first spread of images, and this is just like such a fun, bright, colorful volume. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. And from what I could tell, the actual like number, like quantity of colors on each page is not too bad in this book from what I could tell. Like nothing really goes past like, I don't know, the letter F of the alphabet, and this one has G. I mean, most of them are going to be maybe upwards of maybe 20 colors, which is not too bad. That still might sound like a lot, but I don't think it's terrible. But if you're interested in purchasing this book or the other book or any of these other color by number books, there are a bunch of them. I flipped through most, if not mostly all of them on my channel. I purchased these off of a website called Lyrica, and Lyrica is a French bookstore website. This is such a cool spread. I'm so sorry. This is so cool. This would be such a cool book to complete back to front. I don't know why. I just feel like it would. I really love the Halloween image, little pumpkin. But you can buy them off of Lyrica, and I do have a, I believe it's either 5 or 10% discount code, always in my description box. It is a, it's not an affiliate link where like if you click on it, like I'll make a commission kind of thing. But if you do decide to use the discount code, which you do have to put in at checkout, I do get a small kickback in terms of website credit, so I do appreciate it if you do decide to use it, but definitely no pressure if you don't want to. But I really like these books. I will have them both linked down below. This is so fun. I don't think I was expecting the pages to be as detailed as they are, but they are pretty detailed, but it doesn't seem like undoable. Man, English is just not Englishing today. It's not an unbearable amount of detail, and if you enjoy the more detailed pages, this could be a really fun change of pace from the Disney books. But oh my gosh, they're so cute. I don't think we have any double page spreads in this book from what I'm able to tell. Even these like, you know, more landscapey kind of ones, they're not double page spreads, they're just the single spreads, just as more landscape more than portrait, but they're so cute. I don't know the Care Bears characters at all, really, but I know this book was a very anticipated book, as well as the Princesses book. Just so fun and different, and I love how Hatchet Heroes is doing more of these like franchises, like the Care Bears or Smurfs or Looney Tunes. It's just fun that we're getting more options for these color by number books, and it's really adorable. I usually I can't even really say usually because I have switched it up a bit, but I used to color in these books with water-based markers, so like Crayola Super Tips, that kind of thing, and outline in a black acrylic paint marker. But I have been giving a try to acrylic paint markers in these books as well, and I started a page, messed up the colors, haven't gone back to it, so I don't know yet if I prefer acrylic markers or the water-based. I feel like it's kind of page dependent. Water-based markers are, I feel like, a more affordable option, especially if you get like Crayola. And honestly, I feel like they're a little easier to use, but I've heard really great things about acrylic paint markers, and you kind of just have to find what works for you. There's really no right or wrong way to go about these coloring books, but yeah, this is it for the actual images. This is why this could not have been a video on its own, but we have the tracker here, so in case you want to color these in as you are coloring the pages, you totally can. Usually the tracker, I think, is on the inside flap here, but we don't have that in this book, but we just have the back page, and yeah, that is Care Bears. Alrighty, next up we have Princesses Volume 2. So let me just flip to a random page. Oh God. These are colorful pages. This is going to be a lot more detailed. So you're gonna find images on both sides. Some of these are going to be double page spreads. You'll have really large color palettes on some of these. So this is definitely a step up, in my opinion, in terms of difficulty than the Care Bears book. But if you are up for the challenge, I say heck yeah, go for it. These are so fun. Oh my God, a Tiana and Rapunzel page in one, a double pager. They're painting together. That is so fun. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. I was not expecting the crossover. Wait, when I'm putting this into my spreadsheet, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I have a spreadsheet that's always listed down below as well, where I track all of the Walt Disney animated films and all of these pages and books, and I let you know what movies you're gonna find in what books. What am I gonna put for this one? Because that's a mix. That's a mix of the two. That is interesting. Do I put page 1 as Tiana and page 2 as Rapunzel? Because kind of sure. That is so cool. I love it. Okay. How many other crossovers are we gonna have in this book? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Maybe we won't have any. Oh, the Little Mermaid pages always get me. They're always so pretty. But this book, you're only going to find Disney princesses in. There is a volume 1 that I will say is probably a less detailed version of this book. So if you're looking to not be as intimidated, that might be a good choice. It's not a really simple book. So I feel like either book you're gonna get a lot of detail no matter what, but this is definitely a step up in terms of detail from the first volume. But see, like, this is a book I feel like I'd almost consider using my water-based markers in because there is just so much detail. I don't know. I would have to test it out, but if you guys are just coming here from like the algorithm being like, ooh, what is this? I typically make diamond painting content here on this channel, and I used to be an adult coloring channel, and I would color in these books all the time. I really do love them. I just haven't really been in a coloring mood over the last, couple of years, but I've still been pre-ordering all of these coloring books because I do know a big chunk of my audience does come from my beginner video. It's actually the most popular video on my channel. And so I really love to get these flip-throughs out for you guys still in a reasonable time, so that way you guys have flip-throughs of some of these coloring books that are releasing. So, yeah, I mean, listen, maybe I'll pull this one out at some point, but unlikely, but you never know. You never know. I honestly just really like having these coloring books simply for the art in general. I mean, it's just so cool to have all of these fun prints. And whenever the coloring book strikes again, I will color. But that hasn't quite hit in a while, but that is a-okay. These are such fun images. Oh, the crossover. I love the crossover aspect of this book. I wasn't expecting that. Jasmine, Cinderella, Snow White. Oh, that is incredible. That is so fun. I love that. What am I going to put in my spreadsheet? They messed up for that perspective because I don't know what to put in my spreadsheet. Not like they were thinking of me, but like, how in the world am I supposed to put this in my spreadsheet? Because this is not just like a singular movie. You have all three. They don't all coexist in the same movie. That is so fun. That's so fun. So yeah, there's a Princesses Volume 1, and then there's also a Prince volume, which is really, really cool. And I think they're all very fun volumes. And if this is one of your first videos that you're ever coming across for these coloring books, I really do recommend checking out a bunch of flip throughs of a bunch of coloring books, because there are just so many different styles within these coloring books. I mean, I showed you 2 pretty different ones just in this video alone. But, you know, we have the Care Bears version, and then we have this version that's, like, significantly more detailed, and you're only going to find Disney princesses in here. But then there's an entire volume set of classics, and those are really fun, and those kind of have different styles within them as well. Again, I have a bunch of flip throughs on my channel if you're interested in all of those books. They all should be in a playlist. So yeah, there's just so much to choose from with this series, and it's so fun. I don't know how long Hatchet Heroes has been doing this series, but I feel like they've been doing it for like 5 or 6 years at least. I feel like one of the first volumes released in like 2018, so that's like, what, 7 years, which is crazy. I really love this Tangled page. I love Tangled in general. I just think it's really fun. That's a really fun Pocahontas double page spread. Oh my goodness. I feel like that wouldn't be too many colors, right? What are we thinking color-wise on this? Hold on, I gotta check. This is page 43. Part of me feels like I'm joking myself, and it probably is a lot of colors. It's this, okay, you know what? For a double page spread, that's not terrible. That's a lot of colors, but it's not bad. I would die to see some of these as diamond paintings, but I don't hold out hope for that. But I do love this kind of imagery a lot, and it would be so cool to see. But very, very, very fun. I love the Beauty and the Beast. Like, this would be so fun to diamond paint. It's so cool to see other people's completed colorings of these pages, but like, I think at a certain point, oh my god, I'm sorry, another one. At a certain point, I was like, you know, the more detailed pages like are really good in theory, but like in reality, I just don't see myself working on them. But that's not to say in the future that'll change. Oh my god, Rapunzel, Belle, and Ariel. Be Still My Heart. That is so sweet. I love these double pagers with multiple films involved. That is so cool. Was not expecting that at all. That is awesome. Some of these pages aren't as detailed, right? Like, the Cinderella page is not terrible in terms of detail. This Cinderella page either. This one, I mean, you know, you kind of get a mix, but I would say for the most part, this is definitely more detailed, on the detailed side of things. And you will run across a prince every once in a while in this book. It's just not the main focus. Oh, I really love that Aladdin page. These are all so fun. Ooh, Brave. That is so cool. I'm going to have to add these into my spreadsheet for sure at some point. I don't think by the time this video goes up I will, because I'm uploading this tomorrow, but the spreadsheet's really, really, really helpful, especially if you're new. It's not broken down by characters, but it is by movie, and it's to the best of my abilities, all on there. I am crazy for it, but like, it was a lot of fun to make, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I did kind of enjoy making that a lot, and it's been fun adding to it. So this is beautiful. I've done a very similar page. That's another thing with these books. If you've been collecting them for a while and you have multiple books, you're likely to get some very similar images. Never exact same unless it's like a best of book that you're grabbing. You're never really going to come across the exact same image, but like, I've colored very similar to this one in other books. Sometimes you'll have like a more zoomed in version in one of the books and then a more zoomed out version in another. So just a little FYI if, you know, that's something you're noticing, is that's totally normal. I can't believe, honestly, that they're still releasing coloring books like this, just because, like, at some point, do you run out of imagery? I mean, probably not. I don't know. But I don't think we've had a new Disney princess film since the other princess book came out. I don't think. Am I crazy? I don't think we have. So you're not really gonna find any, like, newer films per se in here, but, like, you're getting Tangled and Moana and Frozen. Yeah, Frozen was in here, I think. Did we not have Frozen? We must have had Frozen. I feel like we must have. Frozen was definitely in the first book, so I feel like we would have had it in here too. I'll have to check. That's so strange. But anyways, so you're getting some newer films, but I do recognize that a lot of those are like 10 years old, so not like super duper new. Pascal wearing the little bat costume is everything. Should I try putting Zeus in a bat costume? Do we think he would actually appreciate that? Because I do not think he would in the slightest. Oh man. But let me know in the comments. Oh, we have Raya. Okay, the first book did not have Raya. So, in case you're curious. Let me know in the comments if this is a coloring book that you plan on grabbing or you already have grabbed. I definitely want to know. I also want to know, just curious minds, they want to know, do you work on these books one at a time? Do you swap around between books? Do you work back to front in a book? I definitely want to know. I definitely could see myself finishing one if I did work back to front, at least like when I was coloring a little bit more, but definitely definitely not anymore. But I'm very curious on how other people approach these coloring books, or if they're just kind of like, I just do whatever strikes my fancy. No right or wrong answer for sure. Have we had a Frozen page? I don't know. I'm very, very, very unsure. I might have to go back and see, because I mean, Frozen I'm pretty sure was in the last one, because Elsa is a Disney princess. So like, I don't know, unless I'm insane. I don't know. These are really fun because they're both cooking or baking of sorts, and so they put them next to each other, which is always a really fun touch. I feel like they used to do that a lot in the older books, actually, where they would put two portraits next to each other and they would be like eyeing each other like they're doing, or they'd be very similar. Very, very cool. I really love this one. Man, these are so cool. I definitely want to see all the pictures on Instagram. That is definitely where I'm going to be getting my satisfaction, is seeing everybody else's completions on Instagram. So we have the last page. I am so lost on if we had any Frozen in this book. I'm just gonna have to really quickly flip back through these, because I swear we had Frozen in the last one. Because Frozen, technically, like, Elsa is a Disney princess, is she not? Am I crazy? I'm probably sounding insane. I don't know. Let's just quickly, we noticed it a few pages back. Let me just like quickly thumb through this. Maybe we really didn't have any Frozen in this book. I guess that just surprises me a little bit. Well then, we don't. I don't think we have any Frozen in this book. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe, do they not classify Elsa as a Disney princess? Did I make that up? I mean, we have Cinderella in her snowy scene thing, whatever, but not, no Elsa. Okay, interesting. Anyways, oh yeah, and then just quickly, since I didn't show you guys, I exited out. We have the tracker going along the inside flap here of the book. But anyways, you guys, that is it for this double flip through video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys!